Let's begin this broadcast now with the latest on the Burari deaths now, where 11 people were found dead in a home in the national capital. Fresh details have now emerged with continue to hint at a ritualistic suicide. The Delhi police officers now suspect that Lalit, who was the youngest son of the family, made several entries and wrote in the diary that was recovered. The officers say the family was deeply superstitious and believed that apocalypse is around the corner. The officers who spoke to the relatives and friends also said that during the time when Lalit had taken a vow of silence, he didn't interact with many and scribbled everything in his notebook. Even at the shop, when customers used to come, he interacted with them by writing in a notebook. Just a few years ago, he again started speaking, but claimed that his late father regularly interacts with him whenever he meditates in his dreams. Let's go across now to my colleague Aishwarya joining us on the phone line. Aishwarya, so crucial new updates now being provided by the Delhi police, and insight into what was running through the minds of the family members of this Bhatia family in the capital.
Well, definitely, very crucial points have now come out, and the picture that is emerging at this point of time is that the youngest son of Narayani, one of the grandmother, 77 years old, who's no more, he was the one who used to run the family, in the sense whatever he used to say, the other family members used to follow. The other part that the police right now is telling us is that he used to have some kind of dreams, and in those dreams, probably what he used to tell his family members is that his deceased father used to come, speak to him, and also guide him. Now, the police at this point of time is trying to figure out the handwriting which they have found in various notes, because in those notes, whatever the family did, blindfolded and then hanged this is exactly what's written in the notes. So right now the police is trying to figure out who wrote those notes, but what they can tell us at this point of time, that Lalit for now is the prime suspect. It was Lalit, according to the police, who used to tell his family members what to do, and also used to tell them that their late father used to come in his dreams and guide him.
Right. So it's it's becoming more and more clear that that this was some sort of a family that believed in a lot of rituals, that believed in superstitions, even as their own distant relatives seem to try and deny that. But the notes that are now being recovered from this home, the diaries that are being recovered, make this absolutely clear.
Well, definitely, we were speaking with a lot of relatives, but all of them were denying all of them were denying the reports, saying that the family was under influence of one person or under the influence of a cult or a sect. But now, as the picture is getting clearer, as investigations are taking place, the police is saying that definitely it was Lalit, because also, we saw how there were 11 pipes protruding out of one wall of the house. 7 of them were facing south, representing the women, and 4 of them were facing north, representing the men in the family. We also spoke to a couple of people, and they said that it was Lalit who said that this is how the pipes should be protruding out. So if you look at all this, the picture becomes a little clearer, and also points to the fact that it was Lalit, even though he was the youngest in the family. It was he who used to guide his family members, also going to the point of saying that their late father used to come in his dreams and guide him.
Right, Aishwarya, stay with us. Now, after a diary and handwritten notes, 2 registers have also now been found in the home. These contain a detailed account of the do's and don'ts for each member of the family. The register also refers to a practice called Badh Puja and gives detailed instructions for performing these rituals. Interestingly, the term Badh Puja refers to banyan worship, and sources claim the manner in which the bodies were found hanging looked like they were hung from the roots of a banyan tree. Remember, part of these registers, a diary and a handwritten note have also been found from the spot. Well, not just that though, there's also the crime branch who has revealed that the family was devoted to a self-styled godman. In fact, some clues about the identity of this have now been found from the mobile phone records of one of the deceased. Sources say it's too early to say whether he instigated the family to commit suicide, but the family reportedly followed his sermons fervently. Let's listen to what some of the relatives of this family had to say.
ये टीवी में आ रहा है, जो ये बातें हो रही है सब बकवास बाजी है। क्या हुआ? कुछ वो करके मार कर गए उनको। वो पागल है जो सुसाइड करेंगे? हंसता खेलता परिवार, वो क्यों ऐसा करेगा? उनके घर में कोई परेशानी भी नहीं थी। वो शादियों की तैयारी हो रही तो वो ऐसे अपने आप को मारेंगे। देखिए जो ये कहानियां गढ़ी जा रही है सब झूठ है ये। और पूजा पाठ का क्या बकवास वाले सारे बंद करवा दो, तुम चैनल है ना, एक बार बंद करवा दो। उनको गुस्सा आता था बाबा बाबा पे, और ये कि बाबे बाबे कर रहे हैं।